Helen Yee here in Arizona. Always great to be joined by the one and only, the Sugar Show, Sean O'Malley. Always great to see you.
It's great to be seen.
Well, first off, though, I saw that, did I hear correctly? You said that you ate Tammy?
I'm eating Tammy.
Oh, currently.
Yeah.
Does she taste better knowing that, you fed her and loved her correctly?
Yeah, it's still, I'm getting over the mental part of it, but it is still a little bit weird. It was kind of interesting trying to explain it to my daughter. She was a little bit confused, but I think she kind of understands it. But yeah, tastes good. Tastes with eating it with love.
Well, do you cook her medium or medium rare?
I cook her about 145 to 150. That's what I cook her. Am I saying that right? Yeah. That's right.
Did Schmitty try her?
Yes, he did. Schmitty had a cheeseburger, Tammy cheeseburger, and he loved it. You could give that kid shit sandwich though, and he'd love it. So.
Oh, I see him drooling in the background right now, thinking about it.
Yeah, he's a hungry boy.
I'll do it since the champ didn't do it. Oh wow. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad.
Is there bones?
Careful, there's bones.
Schmitty's fucking swallowed bones.
It's not bad.
Just chicken?
There's just a lot of stuff in there that kind of makes it a little difficult. But it's good.
Are you sure all of it's edible?
100%.
You suck on it,
No, I'm
champ.
saying
You
like
suck
the-
on that cartilage. That's good.
You have a huge fight coming up, just 3 weeks and 1 day away, right? September 14th at the Sphere, which everyone is super excited for, saying that it's a one-of-one historic event.
Yeah, very honored the UFC would choose me to headline the event, a true Mexican-American, to go out there and represent.
So is your hair color going to be done a special way because this is so historic?
It will be beautiful as always. I'm not exactly sure yet, to be honest. I asked Danny the other day what she's going to do, and she said she doesn't know yet. So we don't really know exactly, but I think it'll have some kind of pink. It might be all pink. It might, I don't know. We'll see.
Is she going to surprise you, or do you still have some say in that?
I kind of I'm just like, psh, make it beautiful, do your thing. And her and this girl named Shelby that always does my hair, they always kill it. So I just put my trust in them.
Well, shout out to Danny. She does a great job with hair, especially yours.
Yeah, she is a black belt in hair.
Well, speaking of black belts and grapplers, Merab, great grappler, but it looks like in a lot of interviews he's talking about wanting to stand and strike with you. What do you make of that?
I wouldn't consider Merab a black belt grappler, to be honest. Standing and striking with me, it might be a better way to victory than it would be trying to, rush in, wrestle, and grab my leg. Regardless, he's getting knocked out. Whether he wants to strike, grapple, wrestle, whatever he chooses to do, he's going to get knocked out. So, not thinking too much about it.
But will you only be satisfied if you knock him out?
Not necessarily. I think a finish is a lot more satisfying. But the 5-round dominant performance I put on in my last fight was that was satisfying as well. But just watching someone lay there unconscious is a next level satisfaction.
Well, I saw you tell ESPN MMA that you believe you're 3 fights away from being one of the greatest fighters. But in your opinion, who do you consider the greatest fighter right now?
Greatest fighter right now, probably Islam. Probably Islam.
Do you agree with how much Dana's been praising Jon Jones?
Jon Jones is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, period, end of story.
Jon Jones is up there. There's just, you picture right now and you kind of go back 4 or 5 years and so I think Jon's fought once in the last 4 or 5 years. Jon Jones is up there of greatest of all time, but right now who's the greatest, who's been active the last 4 years or whatever, I think it's Islam, but Jon Jones is always going to be in the conversation.
What do you think about his upcoming fight against Stipe? Do you think it will happen this year?
Yeah, I think it'll happen. I feel like Jon Jones Jon Jones is still fucking Jon Jones. I feel like he'll beat Stipe. Those guys are both a little, older, out of their prime, but I think Jon Jones' style is the very difficult matchup for Stipe.
Well, what do you do if you're in Tom Aspinall's shoes, defending the interim title? I mean, what should he be doing?
Yeah, that's a shitty situation to be in. I don't know. I don't really have it. It's tricky because, you almost have to wait it out. Whatever happens with Jon Jones and Stipe is going to eventually happen in November, supposedly. So, you just got to wait it out and keep doing your thing. If you got to defend the interim belt again, fuck it. But, yeah, it's a tough position to be in.
Well, I know you spoke to the Schmo about Ilia, and I saw Ilia tell, I believe, MMA Junkie about the fact that he would beat you and Max Holloway on the same night. What do you make of that?
That's ridiculous. It's... I have a tough time seeing Ilia beating Max, to be honest. I'm leaning towards Max more in that fight. Max and Ilia are both high-level black belts in MMA. They're as good as it gets, the highest of high levels. But I'm leaning towards Max a little bit. Very, very, very excited. I'm probably more excited about that fight outside of mine than I am any fight next year or this year. So excited to watch that fight.
And over the years that you and I have spoke, you've always spoken so highly of Conor McGregor, but I know on X you guys have been kind of going back and forth a little bit. Will you guys ever be friends or be cool one day?
I don't know. Conor kind of staying relevant by people asking me what I think about Conor these days. So, I'm over it. If Conor wants to message me and apologize for his wild, just kind of, I've never said anything bad about Conor until he started coming out talking shit about me. So if he wants to apologize, then we could be boys. If not, I'm not really looking for, more friends or anything. So I'm not really too worried about it.
And for the fans who love you and can't wait to watch for your upcoming fight September 14th at the Sphere, what would you like to let them know?
I think I was an underdog. I don't know if I'm an underdog anymore. But hopefully you got your slip in while I was an underdog. I think it's evening out. But, I'm planning on going out there and dominating Merab.